Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more Kerbal Space Program. Now, I said I was going to look up how to do stuff, but I think I know what I did wrong anyway, so I don't need to look it up. It's fine. I have something I want to make anyway, some stuff, so we'll go with that. I actually hit new game. Resume the sandbox. Also, I'm trying an experimental feature where I can smile when I smile, and not smile when I'm not smiling. Right now I'm smiling. But yes, and this one shouldn't do random other facial expressions. There's just smile and not smile. So it should work better. Anyway, first things first. I was going to do this before, but I realized I didn't have the DLC for it, but I'll just do it in a less efficient way. I want to make a plane that can VTOL land and stuff. You know, like a helicopter. Or just make a helicopter. But I also want to be able to have it travel, so... Let's see, the first plane I made... Remote control version. Load that. Yes, with the doors you can't get out of. But nobody needs to be in it anyway. Still got the electrical power in here. I am going to convert this so that it's like VTOL, I think. But in order to do that, I basically need to put thrusters at about the center of mass. I don't know how easy that is to just place on here. Need a little fuel tank. This is the liquid kind. Does that just go onto the wing? It does. I basically need to do that. Needs to be about even with the center of mass, so we shall make it so. So this might be too big for what I have planned, but... In fact, the aerodynamics will probably be ruined, but this is a test first. And then we'll make it all fancy and stuff. I just want to make sure it's like completely level with the center of mass. And also make it go into the wing a little bit. So it doesn't mess up the well, as stated, this part's unaerodynamic, but this is a test. So don't worry about it. For now. Just put, I think, these on the top. Does it not let me? Why not let? Can I put this on it? No, okay. Mysterious. Maybe under structural radial, can I like put these in the middle of that? Close enough. And now can I... So let me check the weight of that radial thing I just put on. It does have some mass. Not a lot, so... Now, using that, can I put the top on? No, okay. This is not the part I thought I would have a problem with. So I wanted to be able to put thrusters on the bottom, but I'm not allowed to. Just put this on here. Maybe that's not actually connected, it just looks like it is. Let me get those radial port things. Like here. Right in line with... Let me just move the camera. Center of mass, like so. And then get this. Still doesn't go on. Okay, what an amazing start to a video. I can't get where I want it to go. It connects onto the wing fine. It's okay, there are other ways to deal with this. I think. It's just because of the way it connects onto the wing. But if I just use a I-beam and like hide it inside the wing, that should have the same effect. Is that the long one? Pocket edition, that's what I want. Put it in line, the center of mass like so. do some rotating. Followed by some moving into the center. Then I'll get this. Where's that one I was using? That's the liquid fuel. This one has less. I'll just take more fuel. Why not? Now, is that connected on for reals? Like, I can actually still use stuff on that? No, okay. Just because it's connected vertically, it doesn't let me do it vertically. Just rotate. Can I put it on now? Oh, I can now. Okay, so it just hates to be easy to work with. Put that there, and then engines. Efficient ones. In fact, I should probably take these off and put efficient ones on. That might affect the weight, though. It's still mostly good. I can move this slightly if need be. Using the move tool. Get in there. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rotate it anyway, so I shouldn't have did that yet. Because now this goes vertical. Which again will ruin the aerodynamics, but anyway. And as expected, this is now... I can click on it. That arrow, there we go. I need to be at an angle where I can see where I'm bringing it. That's about middle. Okay, then I need to go into the action groups. Let's see. Toggle mode. What does mode mean? Wait, dry, wet. What does that mean? Dry, dry. That's interesting. I didn't know there was a wet mode. Wonder what that means. Access action groups. I'm confused which is which. But anyway, I want to go to this and toggle engine 1. And these will be in custom 2, toggle these 2 engines. Yes. Does that just toggle the mode or shut it off and on? I don't know. Guess this is what the test is for. A first plane VTOL. Vertical takeoff or landing is what that means. Now we see if it works. Oh, those touching the ground, by the way, that might mess up the landing. Maybe I should make these smaller. Anyway, we'll adjust as needed, but for now... Now, the reason I would need the DLC, by the way, is so that I can, like, once we're in the air, make these turns so they're facing forward, and then I wouldn't even need the back ones, but... Don't have the DLC for that, so let me see. If I press 1... Those are working. Put these. Status off. Status also off. Now that one's on. Shut off those. Okay, only the bottom ones are working, so do this. And it should go up. Needs a little time to speed up, so it shouldn't take this much force. activating stuff. Okay, everybody, let's go back and not do that. All the... Now the parachutes won't activate. It might just be because I was literally, like, stuck in the ground a little. Let me redo this whole thing. Need smaller tank. What size tank? Okay, that's the right size of tank. Where's the liquid one? Here, that one's not liquid, but it's quite just as big. This one's about this size. I can work with that. Or I can just go for the smallest. I'll go for the smallest. So since we can just attach onto the wings, I probably don't need those, but I'll keep it for ease of use. Now, as we've learned is necessary, rotate the thing this way. Circular ones. So I could have... I accidentally didn't do it on both sides, so give me a second. Like that. I can do the circular ones instead of the spike ones if I want to. What's the difference? 0.5. Okay, this is heavier. So I'll use the lighter one. Stationary thrust. Maybe it's stationary thrust that needs to be higher, so maybe this would be better. We'll try this instead. And then we'll do all our rotating. Now we're not using rocket engines, so let me click on here, get rid of oxidizer. So it's just liquid fuel in there. And then make sure it's facing straight up, down like that. And then move this, I think slightly this way. There we go. These also go down here. And now go back into action groups. Because we have new stuff. The ones in the back are 2, these ones will be 1. So toggle those engines. Save, and then go. And now that one shouldn't be touching the ground. And it's also stronger when stationary. We don't need it to go really fast at high speeds. We need it to go fast when you're sitting still. So. First hit spacebar so everything is on. Then turn off the rear ones. Let me do this. Okay, it's almost working. Almost. It seems like it wants to take off. Stationary thrust 120. That one has more stationary thrust. Maybe I should just have bigger ones on there. $2,000, $2,000. How do I tell when something is energy efficient? I think it's ISP. 9,000. Or ISP. Is that what? Please stay there. Okay. This ISP, that one's more efficient, actually. Less efficient. 4,000. 10,500. Is this the most efficient one? Maybe. I'm confused. Anyway, It's the most stationary thrust. I set up 2 modes. Tell me about the different modes. Sorry for not knowing what I'm doing. Is it too heavy? Is it... I guess for tests I should just replace these, but it's not going to let me place them without rotating again, is it? Yeah, is this still the strongest, by the way? Where's the other one? The rapier one, here it is. Stationary thrust is not the highest, though. Never mind, put the other ones back on, but I need to rotate to do so. You know what, just... No, I don't know if I must have saved with everything, so... Where did I put that? First plane VTOL load. It's back the way it was. Still got the other stuff, right? Yes. Look, let's just try it again. Maybe it didn't have enough time. I know the engines seem to burn out a little, so maybe I need more air intakes. Maybe I need to be moving slightly forward, but that negates the advantage of a vertical lift-off takeoff if you're just going to move forward, but let's try it. Oh, I know what might be causing some of this. I need to, on these, lock the gimbals. Reverse thrust, there's no gimbals. Okay, the gimbal is not doing it then. It just needs more control. Let's just move it slightly forward, because to me that looks like it doesn't exactly line up. And then this needs to be exact, so... Maybe that will be enough to make it not explode. Okay. Maybe just like slowly lift it, don't. It's also slightly at an angle now that I look at it, I think, so that also would make it not control the way I want. Burning out, which is causing a problem. Stop. Okay. Thought I'd make it easier by using the same plane, but maybe that was a bad idea. First of all, rotate. It's like slightly not pointing straight up. I think that's better. Is there a way to just get better air intake? Air intake. We already got a bunch of these. Adjustable. What about it is adjustable, by the way? Close. No. Reopen them. You're still closed or not. Maybe it just needs more thrust to make it work. Actually, it might make sense to just leave it with oxidizer in there. and just have it use rockets to get into the air, because it doesn't need to be efficient. So we'll try that. Rapier, I guess, will work. Need to do the rotate thing, of course. Well, with rapier, I need to use rapier. What else we got that's like that size? That's small. Terrier. It doesn't seem to have a lot of thrust. But we'll try it. We'll see if it works. And that means it probably doesn't need this part on the top, but that's fine. What was I gonna do? Action groups, because it keeps changing into a different thing. This, toggle this engine. Yes. So I think this has gimbal. Let's see, gimbal. Locked in a gimbal. I didn't put it on both sides. Yay. Okay. Rotate again. Do that. Now rotate. Now go to action groups. Get rid of that. Okay, click on this. That's both of them now. Okay, now toggle engine. Yes, make sure it works. Then go over here. Gimbal is locked. Gimbal is locked on that one too. Okay, now we try. Staging is wrong. Give me a second. Put the thrust. Don't stop putting the thrusters with the stop putting the thrusters with the parachutes, yes. And then now only the rockets are on. So if we go, I accidentally activated parachutes, didn't I? Anyway, this is what I meant to do. I don't think they're strong enough to get liftoff either. We might have just made this thing too heavy to get off with tiny rockets. Now they're going. So I need a lot of thrust here is what I'm getting out of this. The other one is unstable because it takes too long to spin up. Stationary thrust 112, 105. So you should have two modes. One is which one's which? This has got to be the efficient one. Oh, it's only 162. Not much different than this. Whatever. We'll try it. Rapiers. So we can say we did it at least. Then rotate. And then action groups. Not this. Toggle engine. Then I gotta make all the other adjustments to it. Gimbal is locked. And put it in closed cycle, aka rocket mode. Why do I keep not putting it on both sides? Which means I need to rotate. Rotate. Hopefully good enough. Okay. thing I said should still be there, yes. Let's try these. And check, it's probably set to the same as the parachute. Those parachutes cause me way more trouble than they help. Okay, hit spacebar. Shut off the back engines. Enable thrust. Okay, now it works. And I freaked out into the wrong thing. I need to get rid of these parachutes. They're just going to enrage me. We don't use them anyway. We can put them back if we change our mind. Now I won't accidentally hit spacebar because that's what I'm used to hitting for some reason. And watch this. Oh, don't turn the thrusters on yet. Okay, you do this. Then you... I hit the wrong... Then you turn on the ones in the back. Turn off those ones. I'm going to change what numbers they are, because naturally to me, the ones on the back are the first ones I put, so those should be the ones that are controlled by this. Just get rid of all that. Okay, one should be these. Toggle those. Two should be these, not those, these. These are two toggles. Hopefully the first one will work. Okay. Okay, time for a game. And we go... That uses a lot of fuel, but it works. Yay. Now the aerodynamics is all messed up, so it doesn't control as well, but it's passable. Mostly. Oh my goodness. It's also, because of the aerodynamics, it will be much slower. So let's try to get this to as fast as it can go. See if we can at least go supersonic with it. It's a little wobbly, but that's not a problem. It basically took off. Right in the spot. I had to move forward after that, but that's what you do. That's about as fast as it's gonna go. I can't remember what supersonic is. I think it's like 300 something meters per second, so I can't quite go supersonic anymore. But it worked, I guess. Let me rotate it slightly, because now it's clearly painted weird. And let's make sure it's like... Yeah, it's pretty much the center of mass. I call this a success, even if it wasn't much of one, but it works. Let me try it again to make sure it's consistent. It's spacebar. You shut off the rear engines first. Then you thrust into the air. Activate them again. Oh no. It's okay, we got this. And it moves. Yay. Okay, then you go up and crash. Well, I could have landed if I wanted to. It's fine. Now, we wasted all our time making a silly thing like that. Because I want to make a space ship. Like, it looks like a cool thing. And I want to be able to have it so I can land on moons and harvest material. And then come back up. So that's what we're gonna make. And I think I want it to be made of, like, these, but I'm gonna have, like, subsections. You shall see when I get some of this. Is this the only nose cone they have for this, though? Or is there, like, a shape for that? For the Mark II size, I think is what I'm thinking of. That's what it's called. I don't really see one, so I'd have to, like, make it get a converting thing. There's a converted one, right? I know we used it, so yeah, this, but we do it in, like, reverse. So it narrows it down. And you just put a nose cone on that. There's this one, kind of meh. Very weight efficient, but I don't know. I want a spike on the front, even if it's just extra weight. Okay. Behind this, I want the drone core. This will be the thing that actually drives it, because we're not putting people in it. I want it to have the capability of having people in it, but not going to put people in it. Now, let's see. I want it to go back. I want it to have, like, a little bridge, like a Star Wars thing. And I want it to, like, split, have, like, another hull forward, so it's, like, 3 sections. It's just something I have in my head, and I want to make it, or at least start making it today. Yes. Let me check the size of the conversion thing. Which I don't even remember where that stuff is. It's right here. The big one is this big. We need to be able to have it fit this on eventually. Let me check in fuel tanks. Is there a Mark II to... No, this is a long one. We could make the front more long if I wanted to. Which I will. There. Is it necessary? I don't know. Also, I'm going to make it use the nuclear rockets, so we probably don't need any of the oxidizer. Wondering if I should use this longer one. It's fine. Now, back to what I was looking for. A conversion from arc to rocket fuel, non-repellent. Mark 3 to 2.5 millimeter. Mark 3, where's Mark 2 to something? Mark 3 to Mark 2 to Mark 3. That would get it more than big enough. I don't need it to get that big. Mark 3 to just mega huge. How does that even look? Okay, I see. drain valve. It's more towards the bottom somewhere. CS adapter. Slanted. Harder than it looks to decide what to do, I guess. The donut, external fuel tank. Put a donut on it. What about this size? Is that what size it actually is at? Yeah, it's at this size. How do I go from this to this smoothly? That's what I need. Where's the bicoupler? Doesn't really help. Maybe it's under structural somewhere. Well, it's kind of silly, but it's better. You look for more adapters. Rocco Max brand adapter. That's the one we put on. This is the tiny one. Structural fuselage. The micro node. We can put a little cube on here somewhere. Maybe this is just what we'll have, and we'll just have it like be a weird shape. It'll be fine. We'll need like this, for example. Lots of radiators all over this. Example, put like this, and that'll be the full length of the ship. Thrusters here, and then I'll have 3 sections. Maybe. It also needs to have the drill come out somewhere, though. I can put that on the outside. Maybe. Structural bicoupler. For now. And get the other rockets I want. The atomic rocket one. Why can't it go on? Maybe I did this wrong. Are the... Is that thing too small for it? Very mysterious. I remember having problems with these when I was trying to make the other thing. Do these not work right? Which one did I use? Was it this? Quad coupler. Oh, I used the big one. That's what we want, right? But it doesn't work. Put anything on it? I think I know what actually it is doing it. Let me just rotate these. So they're like this. And now will it let me? It still thinks it's a plane. Yes, okay. And this just gotta look cool. I'll just add like thingamajigs to it. Which one is the one I'm looking? Swept. Could do something like that. Kinda big though. Just a really wing strike. Maybe that's what. Can we just move it backwards? I don't know. Maybe I want the opposite of that. This is a weird series to watch. I'm just making random stuff everybody watches. There we go. It's cool space rocket. these won't actually, we're going to be landing on any planets, so it doesn't actually matter that they function as wings or anything. Might make taking off a little bit harder, but I'll accept that. So no need for oxidizer. So if I'm gonna land on planets, I might want a VTOL thing like the one I just made, just for short bursts. And where would I want that hidden? Let me take off this really huge one. Let's go with a regular size one. Like that and that. Let me take this off, and we have... It's either in structural or in payload or something. Where's payload again? Right here. Mark II cargo bay. It is small, though we don't need Mark II right now anyway, actually. We moved on up to the other size. 2.5, that'll be fine. Perhaps. And we, like, put... something in here. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, the other rocket. I need to be able to fit a rocket in here. Which I'll need to know where the center of mass is at that point. Right now it's way over there. This, it's now over here. Can remove the oxidizer so it settles out more. Basically, I cannot... This is going to be a work in progress, so I have to keep adjusting everything, so... For now, like this. And it's big enough to be cool looking, right? And it's gonna have subsections, I'm thinking. Let's see if we can make some of said subsections. I take these. Rotate. Like that, and have more parts coming off. Or alternatively even hide these in here somewhere. Merge with the hull a little bit more. Then we have a part coming off of that. We have this part though. What do we have for aerodynamics to deal with that? Little air intakes there. Something like that, for example. And it looks like they're supposed to be there, kind of. And then as I was... This was all just to show off that then I would do... Stick these onto those, and this would be the next... separate part that comes out. So this will be more straight. There's a wing in the way, but I can remove that wing. Do not worry about wing. Or maybe I should make them go up further. I'm not sure. But just as example, I gotta make them go like this. Probably not that far, but something like that. And just put the hips on. Yeah, I'd probably go a little bit less than that, actually. Like this. And inside these, I'll probably have a bay that opens up and shoots the drill down from them. That'll be my space thingamajig. See, that's the converter. I need an ore container somewhere as well. Where's the ore container again? Is it under fuel tank somewhere? Small holding tank. Radial holding tank. This is what the small ones look like. Okay. Radials are meant to be radial, so maybe I'll just use these, like over here or something. Back or something. Don't worry about the wings, I'll move those when we decide if this is what we're going with, type of thing. Maybe take you off. Take this. Let's use payload Mark II cargo bay. And there's a smaller size one. Rotate that around. Basically, we land, we make those open up, and we shoot the drill out. Put the drill in there, it's quite big. Okay, quite big drill. Deploy the drill, it will definitely reach the ground. I want to use the bigger one because the tiny one was just not efficient enough. But these won't fit in these, so I'd have to make a bigger thing for it. This is just all experimentation. We're thinking about what to do. The Drill-O-Matic Junior is like way too tiny, I think. So I'm gonna have some landing gear. Oh, I could quite just about make it, I guess. Put a bunch of radiators in there for it to close it off. Or like this, and as needed, I want like a bridge thing that stands up somehow. And that will actually have a purpose, but I'll also need to decide where I'm putting the thing that will hold thruster that points down. That's what I'm thinking. Needs to be a strong thruster. That'll just help with the landing. Basically, I'll point, in reverse, and all of the engines, which will be more on these sides, are going to slow it down, but then when it comes down to the landing, I want a little thruster so I can, like, keep it slow as we land. I don't know if I'm describing it good. For now, let's just put landing gear, I guess. Landing thingamajigs, just so I can not have it explode, and we'll see if it at least can sit still. What am I looking for? It's ground, that's the section. Micro, I think too small. L2s. Do the rotation. Like that. Maybe on the front I should just have like one that sticks out, the right way. Well, obviously that part's nice. So what I should really do is make these go into it a little bit, because that one's not as high. Okay, let's also, yes, launch. I should name it something. Space seas ship. Please use the right thing. There we go. It's not actually going to fight anything, or be that big. It's about the size of a weirdly shaped plane right now. Just want to see it. Yes, it can sit down on the ground. In fact, that might be a little too high now. Now, try this. Yes, the engines can go. They don't explode. They have no power on planets. They need to be in a vacuum, so only work on like moons and stuff. And I'll have more sticking out here, maybe at least 2 more on each. I can also, instead of using the 2, I can do different shapes, get more out of it, so don't you worry about that. We leave these up here, move the wings onto the sides of these if need be. I also want solar panels and stuff, but still planning out. Let's see if we can get these open. Okay, it's only the 1. Let me go into back in here. Also, make sure nobody's in it so they don't explode. Nobody allowed in. Okay. Actions. We just select these. Toggle the bay doors to the open. And at the same time, I need them open now. At the same time, select the drill-o-matic. Deploy the drill. And I guess start surface harvester at the same time. It should be fine to activate all of those, right? Or is that, do I need to wait until it's deployed to do one or the other? This is where we test. Close those. Save. Let's get in there. Okay, first one. Okay. Active. They're not active. I need to put those on a separate thing then. Is that working though? Are we getting... I didn't put a tank to know, but... No ground contact. Okay, so we can't reach from there. Needs to go into the ground, that's true. It can't just mine the very surface. Maybe I should go back to trying to fit the big ones on here somewhere. Look, we're testing stuff. It'll be fine. Maybe I think as I at one point stated, everything's attached to this now. But in payload I had this service bay, which is of course opens the weird way, but I can try again to... I can have more than one of these. And this one I could try to put the... what's it called? The drill. Does that fit in there? If, you know, I move it a little bit. I think it's mostly enclosed. Watch me close it and it doesn't look closed at all. It's a little bit sticking out at the bottom, but I will accept that. Now, let me go into actions. Let me attach everything first. Back together. Go into actions. Custom one. We got all those working, but for now, let's just toggle that. Then inside. Deploy the drill. And then we go to 2 and do Toggle service harvester. Okay. Close that. Save and see if that one in the middle works. Perhaps this is too ambitious a project because we gotta get this thing launched into the moon later, but it opened. And drill is in ground. Okay, now we hit 2 and it works. You have no ore, so it's not doing anything, but it's working. Let's put some ore containment on it. For now, just radial will work. Just put a couple of these on here somewhere, right here. Those will fill with ore. And then we'll commence the conversion. Let me just get rid of this whole thing. And you. Now let's just put another one of the fuselages on there. More fuel. Okay. Again, I still want a part that like sticks up a little bit here. And I want a different control panel, control station on it, so I can switch control to that when we're doing the individual landing with the prograde. But I still need to decide what thruster I'm putting on at the bottom. We're still working, still a work in progress. We're getting there. Go into the groups. So nobody's in this thing, right? Okay. Nobody is exploding today. I'll start drilling. Use custom 3 to initiate or toggle the converter. Actually, I might leave that one manual because you'd want to choose, right? Well, for purposes of testing, I'll have it do it for now. Toggle converter to both. We want liquid fuel and oxidizer. I think. Okay. Let's hit the buttons. Let's see. 1 opens that and deploys drill. 2 starts the drill working. Now they're slowly being filled with ore. Now the temperature is going up and becoming less efficient. And that's why we need to put radiators on it. Working through this one bit at a time. In the service bay. Thermal, what do we got into thermal? Radiators, thermal control system. This is the thing that... Whoa, that's huge. This is edge. Activate radiator. I put a small one like here. Extend radiator, okay. Like if I were to, for example, just put these here and extend, then we'd have huge radiators radiating all the heat. Those are too big for what I'm doing. Let's just try nice radiators. Is this close enough to it, you think? close enough that it will affect it. I mean, so there. So the top is like fully enclosed. So this. We'll try it. I left the service bay open, so I'll need to close it. Close first, so that it works right. Okay, now press 1. Door open, drill extend. Then press 2, so it starts drilling. We are getting ore. How is the temperature going? It's going way up. Do I need to activate the radiators? Okay, so radiators must be activated. They all need to be activated. Yeah. How is this working on it? It's still really warm. We get this very slowly. I know you're supposed to, like, you know, go to 1,000,000 times speed and then it... But because it overheats, it doesn't work. Oh, we ran out of power. I forgot. I don't even have power on it. No wonder it ran out of power. Let's put solar panels on it for that test as well. So there, as well as like over here. And here, that should be plenty. These ones are going to need to be... These ones at least need to be rotated. Maybe I'll just use the outer side instead of worrying about the inner side. Easier to work with. Do this. Click this. I should have made a action command to open all the solar panels, so give me a second. And on the deploy drill button, I'll also set all of the radiators to start working. That's the converter. The drill mode. Toggle radiator. Toggle radiator. And toggle radiator. Yes. And then I guess on 4 we'll do all of these. Toggle the solar panels. Yay. Also put the surface bay back to small. Let's do all of these things now. Well, I'm probably never going to get this sent to space, but this is our project. And it's nighttime, you know. Can I make it daytime, please? You know, where the solar panels will work? There we go. It is now daytime. 4. Solar panels. Initiate. Followed by drill. Deploy. Followed by drill. Initiate, and all the radiators turn on. Dispel the heat away from it. It is still getting very warm, but it's fine. And then we go at light speed, although the daylight will just end, but... How much ore did we get? Barely anything. Okay. Still going. It stopped. If I press 3 to initiate the converter, that's also going to... What's that doing right now? Oh, 3 did not work. Oh, it says LF plus O. Is it full? You can't reach everything. I need to connect all of the fuel tanks. That's another thing we must do. This is fun, or should I do smaller projects? I want to go all out. It's the fuel duct. Need to connect everything. Which is easier said than done. So this needs to connect to that. Also, I want it to connect the other way. This has to connect to this. Connect in the other direction. And I forgot to be in double mode, so do all that again. All that is connected. Let me check that. Tell me... I don't know, it's part of the long same thing, so it might now work. Don't know if I need to connect the front to the back. I have ways for doing that. Let's do this. Connect over to here, followed by this connecting in the opposite direction as well. Speaking of, for stability, I should have struts on it. Just like this to this. Anyway. So let me just take these wings and put them... We don't really need the wings. We'll have... The upper ones are cool. We'll keep those, but don't need the rest. Now under, was it structural, or, yeah. All these ones don't need that, we need the others. What we would actually want if we want to double these up is... Well, let's just use smaller ones. Or we could use the bi-coupler thing. That's for that size. That's too big, as I just did. That, I mean, does connect to the right one, but I don't need that many. That'll be fine, actually. We can put a lot of rockets on it. Too many, perhaps. Radiators. Save. Launch. If we make no progress here, I'll look up the very specific thing, which is how do I make the radiators be able to cool a drill. That should be possible. It's always freaking nighttime. What's going on? Physics go here. Don't worry about it. To the next day. There we go. Extend the solar panels. And deploy the drill. And initiate the drill. Cooling 16%. Am I supposed to put the stuff on the drill like directly, or Because it's still getting way too warm. It's gonna lose its efficiency and it won't be able to drill that fast. I mean, it's already dreadfully slow, so... Stop doing it because it ran out of power in between. I know what I need to do. I need to put a little power thing. The RTG, you know, that's always going. Not just the solar panels, so that way it doesn't shut off at night. It'll slow down at night, but it won't shut off. I need one of those. And some pro that actually, like, plays this game is going to look at this and be like, what are they doing? Let's just put some next to our nuclear engines, nuclear power thingamajiggies. Those will have to be inside of a bay somewhere, but for now they're going there. Just so we can get this thing testing. Is it nighttime again? It better not be nighttime. Well, now I can start during the daytime, so it should be fine. Anyway, solar panels. Deploy drill. Drill with drill. Where's going up? In fact, I don't even think I need that much power to run the drill. Seems to be doing fine. And then go... And the ore does come back. I'll check after a few weeks or months. It is quite hot, but it reached a point where it stopped getting too hot. The efficiency is very low, though. That's why it's taking so long. There must be a way to keep it cool that I'm not thinking of. Do the radiators, are they not close enough? I mean, it kinda looks cool though, right? And there's not enough thrust on this thing to work, by the way, right? So drill. Shut off drill. Turn on the converter. Does that work? No, is everything considered full? There's some oxidizer here who's not full, so you should be working. Oh, it is working. It says it's full, though. I think I need to connect more stuff. Like this. As oxidizer, you can fit the oxidizer. Oh, liquid fuel full. But it's still doing the other stuff, right? Oxidizer. Try to fill the oxidizer, please. This thing is confusing to work with. I'll tell you that much. If I go to, like, lightning speed, is it, like, overheating, by the way? Only a little lightning speed. It's not doing anything. Okay. If I, for example, just take out... I need to see if it does anything at all if we have liquid fuel. It might just need only one at a time. Do that. Now there's no liquid fuel in that. So now when I run that thing, it should give us more liquid fuel. Solar panels. Deploy. Yeah, it's gonna help. It's nighttime. Activate this thing. It's running. It's missing ore. Yeah, I know. I forgot about the ore. Deploy the drill. Activate drill. Oh, you should be getting... Yeah, now your temperature is going wild. I don't have anything on you, but... It's slowly working. Let's do this. It's slowly refueling. It does technically work. Again, we'd have to leave it out there for, like, years to get all this stuff back. Now, I think there's a a dish you can put on the thing that like scans the surface below and will find places that have more like stuff to mine out. So maybe that's that thing, but this is still like it overheats way too fast. I need to check if I can put radiators on the converter, because if that works, then it's because I don't have the radiators directly on the drill or whatever. So I need to figure out a way to do that. It doesn't just let me put them in, I don't think. Actually, just testing purposes, we'll put the biggest possible radiator system. We're going to put it basically directly on it. Of course, I pick a weird angled one to try to get on there, but this is going to be a test just to see if putting it directly on this, will it work? Tract cooler. Go to custom 3 and put this on it for now. Okay, try that. Okay, time to do everything again. 1. Deploy drill. Enact the solar panels while we're doing that. Turn on drill. And then converter, turn on. And that, deploy that, and it is cooling. Is it working? It's still... I think it got to the temperature and then stopped. It's working. It's not exploding. So this thing works, at least. So maybe I just need to put this on the drill as well. Anyway, if I were to do this, it runs out of electric charge, which shuts everything off. No, it's still going. Why did it stop though? Oh, did it shut off just the drill? Yeah, stop the drill. Yeah, it runs out of electric charge. It's just, do radiators use electric charge? Is that what's draining all that power? Oh my goodness, this is confusing. Again, it might be like way more efficient up there and you don't have to do this long to get stuff, because I mean, I doubt there's just resources in the ground there, but I have no way of testing that, so I want it to be manageable here. How do I stop it from draining to nothing? Just so it doesn't shut off, because that's annoying. Do I just need more of these? We'll try putting more of those all over the place. Because the solar panels are just not... Because we are stuck here, we can't see if that works. Or, alternatively, batteries to last through the night. Just put a bunch of batteries on it for now. Just sit out in the sun with the batteries, it'll be fine. If it can just, like, last, because it probably is fine during the day because it's solar panels, so if you just put a bunch of batteries on it, which we'll put in a better place once we're actually making this for real. Now there's a lot of electric power, storage capacity. Again, we start at night because, of course, always happens. Deploy solar panels. Open the drill. Deploy the drill. Turn on this thing. Is it still going? Liquid fuel oxidizer still slowly rising. Okay, everything is good. Electric charge going down. And did something shut off? Because why did it? You're still going. That's still going. Okay, I think it does actually go infinitely now. So we just needed battery packs to last through the night. Although now, wait, oxidizer not growing. Is this full? No. Why'd you stop? Start again. Did it actually run out of power and I didn't notice? No. Why is it not still oxidizing? Inactive. Oh, it's because the liquid fuel is... Okay, liquid fuel filled first. Then do the oxidizer alone. I guess I just need to do them separately. That's how it works. So now if I do this, oxidizer fills actually pretty fast. Okay, that's actually workable. Is this cooling this as well? Because it's not getting too warm. Yeah, that works. Okay, maybe I just gotta keep this down here somehow. Might not need all these other radiators. They're just dead weight at this point, I think. But, like, this is working better than I would expect. So it says oxidizer, so it got oxidizer down there too, so it can reach everything. Just don't do liquid and oxidizer at the same time, because it just gets confused. But do the liquid, then do the oxidizer, and get all the fuel back. You can do monopropellant too. I can retract this. It's not too weirdly fit on there. I can like try to squeeze it in somewhere better too, but that's okay. We can get rid of all these. That'll make that easier to see. Because I think... Let me check. Now, even without... These also do work. So maybe I didn't actually need the huge one. It's just I needed more power to power it. Okay. So maybe I can just try to put more of these on this. So this is fine with just the tiny ones. As long as you have the power to control them. So I will need to put battery packs of maybe not quite this many, but about that many somewhere. Open a service base somewhere, like take these for example, and make them service base again and just put batteries in them. A lot of plans. I think we'll resume working on this thing next time, though. So, everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.